Hocus Pocus.
Everyone focus.
It's a brand new unit. You guys are done with that final test. You're good to go. This unit kind of feels like a breath of fresh air. And I had to giggle because yesterday you guys were working on Prodigy and it started doing some place value problems. Like they may have given you a number and then they asked you how many hundreds there were and how many tens and how many ones, which are things that you learned a really long time ago, right? And once I reminded you, you're like, oh, I know how to do this. And so hopefully we'll get Prodigy time today.
Yes. Yeah.
But first we need to make sure that we understand what we're all going to be expected to do. So I want to read you guys your parent letter. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out.
Here's what we're learning in this unit. It says, Dear family, your child is currently participating in math activities that help him or her to understand place value, rounding, and addition and subtraction of 3-digit numbers. Those are the 3 things that we're doing in this unit. Place value, rounding, and addition and subtraction of 3-digit numbers. So here's the place value drawings. You are going to learn to represent numbers with drawings that show how many hundreds, tens, and ones there are in the numbers. So if you're given the number 178, you can draw that place value drawing as a box for 100, 7 10 sticks for 70, and 8 ones for 8.
We did this in like first grade.
Yeah, you've done it before. That's all that we're doing differently is that you're getting larger numbers. We might even get some thousands after a bit here, right? So for now, you know that much. Then it says we have secret code cards. We don't use these a whole lot just because you guys already know the place values. If you get stuck, this is a tool that I might pull out to help us understand. But they're cards that if the number is 148, see how when they're all put together it looks like this? That's when they're stacked up. If we spread them out and we have them individually, that would be 100 plus 40 plus 8. And we call that expanded form. You might see that when you're doing practice problems on Prodigy, and so it'll be like 100s, 4 10s, 8 1s, or it might say like 100 plus 40 plus 8. If you see that, you can start picturing it that way. The last thing we're going to do is estimate. What are we doing?
Estimate.
So there's a difference between estimating and rounding. Estimating is when you're making your best guess. Estimating, if I gave you like a jar full of Skittles, you could estimate or make an educated guess for how many Skittles are in there. Based on the size of the Skittle and the space that it is, that you could be like, oh, that's got to be about this many. Or if I told you like, okay, estimate how many people are in Mrs. Martin's class, you could think, I know how many are in our class. I know their class is about the same size, so they probably have this many. Rounding is different. Rounding gives you an estimate. So if we know that we have 21 friends in here, right? If we were to round that, that's about 20. When we round numbers, they always end in 0. What do they always end in?
0.
So we will practice rounding to the nearest 100, where they'll end in double zeros, and the nearest 10, where they will end in 1 0. So that's all we've got for this unit. Are you guys ready for the first activity?
Yes.
Let's do it. Activity numero uno.
Activity numero uno.
Practice place value drawings to 999, which means we're not dealing with thousands yet. We're going from 0 all the way up to 999. So if we're looking at this first problem here, numero uno. First of all, before we solve this one, do I have a mathematician who, for a point, can explain to me what is place value? If I ask you to tell me about the place value, what am I talking about? Jade.
Place value is when you have square drawings and
Ooh, these are place value drawings. But what are they telling me about?
they tell you the lines are the tens and the dots are the ones.
Good, so there can be 1s, 10s.
And one tens and hundreds.
1 10s. Oh, hey, give us a point. What do you say? She's so right. So this picture has these lines, and we remember these as 10 sticks from the past, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 5.
6, 7, 8.
So if we have 8 tens, what amount would that be? Rylan?
80.
It would be 80. I'm just going to put an 8 for now in my tens place. And then let's count my ones. That's what these circles represent. Ready? 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
I will tell you, I don't like how they drew those. I like to group them in groups of 5. So instead of this, I would have drawn my ones as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because it makes it faster for us to count. Same with these. I would have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and had a little space, and then 6, 7, 8. So when we're drawing our place value drawings, that's what I'm going to look for from you guys, because it makes it easier for us to count, kind of like tallies, how they're grouped in 5s. So if there's 7 ones, how much is that equal to? 7. So if I'm talking about place value, Jade said that would be like my ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. I'm curious if I have a mathematician in here who could tell me what number is in my tens place. What number is in the tens place, Rylan?
8.
8. And 8 tens is equal to 80. What number is in my ones place? Savannah? 7. And 7 ones is equal to?
70.
7 ones is equal to 70?
87.
7 ones is equal to?
87.
7. So my total is 87. Purple people, you may quickly, quietly use the restroom. Let's go ahead and look at number 2. This one I'm just going to fully on you guys, except for I want to point out one thing. It's been pink, gray, and purple so far. Yep. This one has a box. Inside of my box, who thinks they know how many 10 sticks there are going to be?
5.
Emerson?
10.
10, because 10 tens equals?
100.
He's absolutely right. So anytime that you see a box, that place value drawing represents 100. Then we've got 2 10 sticks and 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. Who can give me that number? And standard form is what we call that, the regular written form. Braylon? 124. Nice work. All right, next one. True. We don't actually say and. We just say 124. Because in math, if you say and, you know how we can say like 1.5 looks like this? 1.5. It's 1 and a half. So we don't want to say and when we're talking about 100 numbers.
If you put like that, then you said put a box right there.
No, I don't put a box. I would just put those ones together and leave a little bit of space. So like I would have drawn it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how I left a little bit of space in between there? Good clarification. Go ahead and give yourself a point for that, Kevin. That was a smart thing to clarify.
That's where my mom works.
Here's a little bit smaller drawings. This is more what y'all are doing now that we're in 3rd grade.
3rd grade.
Numero tres. How many hundreds are in this place value drawing? Keegan. 2. How many tens are in this place value drawing?
2.
This shows spaced out the way that I was looking for, right? Hendricks. 7. How many ones are in this place value drawing, Daxman?
Yeah.
7. Which means that this total is 277. Would you say it with me instead of shouting? Because I want you to practice saying it without and. Ready? This number is 277. Next one. Speed round. Who can tell me how many hundreds I have? Riley? How many tens do I have, Macy?
6.
Skylar, how many ones do I have?
1.
Class?
Six numbers.
Okay. Class?
Yes.
The total is 361. I've done pink, gray, and purple. Is that your group? Hold up for a minute because my purple ladies aren't back. Next problem.
Boo.
Next problem. Next problem. Next problem.
How many hundreds, Eli?
4.
4. How many tens, Emerson?
4.
And how many ones, Maddie?
9.
Gunner, what is the total of this place value drawing?
149.
Bingo. Next problem.
Next problem.
How many hundreds, Landon?
6.
How many tens, Gunner?
2.
How many ones, River?
3.
Hendrix, what is my total?
623.
Nice work. You guys are crushing these. Now here's the thing I want you to practice.
6,
I have-
9, 12,
oh.
15, 18,
Class.
21, 22, 23, 30.
I want to see that you can represent them. So, first I'm going to let you do this one on your desk and I will check it.
I don't have.
I want you to make a place value drawing for the number 86.
I don't have a marker.
Go ahead.
Me neither.
Landon, would you come show us how to draw 86 up here, please?
I always raise my hand.
He's got 10 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I love that he had them. He's got 5 grouped together, and then the extra 3 10 sticks and 5 ones grouped together, and the extra 1. Some of you did the ones horizontally instead of vertically. Is that okay?
I did it way off.
Totally fine. I do want them grouped by 5s. Yes, Skylar, I'm just going to copy yours up here really quick. Skylar's looked like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he had his ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this okay also?
Yes.
Totally fine. As long as they are groups of 5 and it's nice and organized. Erase. Great work on that, Landon.
I always raise my hand, but I
Try to draw for me 587. And remember that.
just keep that.
Remember that hundreds. Remember that hundreds are boxes. Boxes you do not have to put in groups of 5 because often they're not going to be a whole lot more than 5. So you can choose how you want them. Make sure that it's a size that you can fit on your desk
I can't do it.
or on your marker board. All right. Eli's going to show us how it's done to represent 587. As he does, I want you looking at how you drew it, and I want you checking and seeing, did you do anything different? Do you have questions about what he's doing? Did you do it the total same? And you can show us with those gestures. Do you agree? Did you do it the exact same? Did you do a little different or think something different?
I erased it like that.
Uh-oh. I see 500 so far. I think his head's blocking the rest for me. 500s, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10s, 5, 6, 7, 1s. Does that match it? What do you think? I agree. Also 2 claps for Mr. Eli. And erase. So for that first part, I told you the biggest number would be 999. Are there bigger numbers than 999? What is one more than 999? Olivia. 1,000. We represent that with a long, skinny rectangle. And what it would be, really, is it would be 10 100 blocks all in a line. Just like our 10 sticks makes a box. 10 100 boxes makes 1,000 bar is what we call this. What do you call it? It helps you realize we do need to start making sure that our pictures are kind of shrunk and a little bit nice, neat, organized. I like when we go horizontal like this. Instead of, like, we could represent this as 1,227 7, right? But then my numbers are all jumbled together. It's like I took each place value and I threw it into a pile. These ones, they're all, here's my thousands place, here's my hundreds place, my tens, and my ones. See how they all go right in order horizontally? This is the best way to make your place value drawing. So when you start drawing these, I want you to put each type of drawing in a row horizontally. Capiche? Could someone share with me how many ones we have in this drawing? Kevin, thanks for your GTA. 8. Oh yeah, I didn't put enough when I did it anyhow. 8 ones. How many tens are in this place value drawing, Braylon? 3. How many hundreds, Miss Rylan?
2.
2 hundreds. And Skylar, how many thousands do we have?
1.
And do I have a mathematician who remembers what needs to happen here in this little spot here? It's not like the end of the world, but something that helps us read numbers more easily. Hendrix? Put a comma, yeah.
It just
Comma
says
after
1, 2,
each
3.
3 place values. So ones, tens, hundreds, comma.
Looks
And then
like
it'll be
millions.
thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and another comma. So every 3 places, read this number. Please repeat after me, actually. Ready? 1,238. Your turn. 1,238. Next one, I'm going to have you read on your own. Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
That's easy.
I see thousands, so I'm right off the bat going to give myself hangman spaces for each of those places. Got ones, tens, hundreds, thousands.
I don't see a I do. I do.
How many thousands do I have in this picture, Olivia? 1. How many hundreds are in this picture? Braylon? 0. Ooh. So do I put a 0 or do I just leave it? Or what
Put
do
a
I
0.
do? Skylar, why do I need to put a 0 in my hundreds place?
So then it would make it 183.
Do we need to be writing these on our desk right now?
No.
I know. You guys are all just engaged in this. So check your listening positions. Skylar's absolutely right, and Braylon. We need to put that 0. It's actually called a placeholder. What is it?
Placeholder.
I'll show you why in a minute. Who can tell me how many tens we have? Dex. 9 tens. How many ones are there, Ellie? 3. Now I want you to look at this, friends. If we didn't put this placeholder, then I said like we've got 1,000s, 9 tens, and 3 ones. How would you read that number, Gunnar?
1,100.
How would you read this number here?
193.
193. Is that what this actually represents?
No.
We need to put that there are 0 tens, or hundreds, excuse me, in the hundreds place value spot, so that we make sure we write the correct number. This number would actually be read as 1,093. Nice work, friends. Are you ready to get those markers out and draw? Markers ready?
Markers ready. Markers ready. Markers ready.
And I would like you to draw 2,368 with each place value going horizontally. Good luck. Classe.
C.
I have a trick. If it's hard for your brain to remember to write them horizontally, you can kind of give yourself sections. Like first I'm going to draw my thousands, then my hundreds, then my tens, and then my ones. That way you remember I want each place value to go side by side by side by side. How do we want to line them up? Go ahead and show me how you drew this. Miss Macy, come on up. And remember that as she's drawing, you're checking your work and seeing if you agree or if you're thinking something differently. I love that my mathematicians are quietly watching to see if you drew it the same way. Addison. What do you think? Show those gestures. Do you agree? Did you draw it the same way? Are you thinking something differently? I agree too. Great job, Macy. Erase. 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 And we're going to try another one here. The next one that I want you to draw is, wait for it, 5,000. 17. Don't forget how many hundreds are in this number. So don't forget to check your place value drawing as you draw this one. All right, Kevin, go ahead and show us how we draw 5,017. Ooh, he's starting off with his 1,000 bars. It's looking good. Skylar. Ooh, he skipped over the hundreds because there was a 0 in that place value spot. What do you think, third grade? 5,000s, 110, and 7 ones. Does that look right to you?
Yeah.
Ooh, Riley's thinking something different. What are you thinking, sir?
Well, the dots need to be, I'm pretty sure horizontal.
I am actually okay with your dots going either way. They can be stacked or horizontal, but I like either way works, and so yours are good also. Good catch. Nice work, friends. You may erase. You will not believe how easy this next part is. So as soon as your desks are erased and your voices are off, we're going to fly through this next section. 3, 2, 1. That's 2 points for me so far on our waiting time. When we do a countdown, we got to be ready to move on. Capiche? These ones, they are giving you the numbers in word form. And all that means is instead of writing a number in standard form like we normally do, markers are done. All that it means is that they wrote the words out for the numbers. So, for example, the first one that they're giving us is this word right here. Who would like to read that number for me? Skylar?
82.
So how would you write that?
82.
8-2. I'm going to call mathematicians up to write the numbers for me, okay? We're all going to read it as a class, and a volunteer will read it. So the next one, I'm going to have Olivia come up and write the number for me. I got to get these lined up so that we can keep going. All right, class. Read the number for Olivia.
99.
Go for it, Chica. Bingo. Next one.
Next one.
Riley is going to write it. Would everybody read it for him?
467.
All right, Riley, let's see what you got.
467. 46. What?
467. Good to me. Next problem.
Next problem.
Ooh, this one's sneaky. I'm going to have River write it. Would you all read it for her, please?
906.
Ooh, 906. This is one that can trick people, so let's see. Oh, we can't trick River. Were there any 10s in that problem?
No.
So she's got her 0 there. Nice work on that. Next problem. I would like Keegan to write it. Would everybody read it for him?
1,015.
Oh, this is another one you got to be careful on. I didn't hear any hundreds. 1,015. Let's see how he does.
156,000. 1 million.
1,000, 0 hundreds and 15. And what do you guys think? Great work with that. And last one. Oh, you guys can't see it. This one's going to be different.
8,920.
I know, I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm going to let Dax write it. Would everybody read it for him, please? 8,120. See what you got, Dax man. 8,120. Third grade. You guys crushed those. You get a point for that. What do you say? Skylar, would you put it up for me? Dax, would you erase that board for me? And we are going to be moving on to another step.
I don't have a eraser. What about your 2 points?
Oh, I've got an eraser right here, dude. Because that was, oh man, that was it.
What?
No way.
No, what?
That's not right. I gotta check some more. Here's what you got.
Right. No, you're